Hey, we did it. Yo, oh, thank God, man. It was such a beautiful game. Definitely, mm, last game was amazing for the Knicks. I mean, the loss was awful, but the game itself was really great, and this one is also really great. This game was really beautiful. In the first half, the Knicks were doing really well, but in the second half, they did awesome, elite. And so let's just break it down. Let's break down the first playoff victory of the Knicks in 8 years, I think. Yeah, man, it's been a tough road, and oh my God, MSG was so great. It was beautiful. Oh man, we're gonna get to that later, but let's talk about the first quarter right now. So in the first quarter, the Knicks were doing really horrible. Their shots weren't going in, and they were playing pretty alright defense on Atlanta Hawks. But the problem was, Atlanta Hawks was doing both of those things really great. Just the same story as last game's first quarter, where Atlanta did both of those things great, but the Knicks were just good on defense, but not on offense. And I think we had a similar score in the first quarter like we had in the last game. And I was feeling really bad. I was like, this is gonna be an L. This is gonna be an L. We are on TNT. We haven't won a game in TNT this season. And man, I was like, I did not have as high hopes, and I was ready to take the L. But we go to second quarter, and it just does the same thing to me. In the second quarter, I will give a little bit of credit to the Knicks. They were making a run in the beginning. In the first 6 minutes of the second quarter, the game was always tied. But when we got to this play, I think we just, regressed a lot. We did not make a shot. And the Atlanta Hawks were just keeping up with their pace, again, playing great defense and just still keeping up on the offense. And by God, I was hating on Trey Young so bad. And DeAndre Hunter, I think that's his name. Because both of these guys were like trying so hard to get freaking fouled every single goddamn time. And I just could not take it, man. I had lost so much hope, and I was like ready to come here and talk a lot of crap about Atlanta Hawks and how the Knicks are done. They're not gonna win this game, this series anymore. But then came the third quarter, the second half. Heading into the second half, I actually changed my shirt, the black one that I wore last video, but then I changed it. And I don't know why, but in the second half, just after I changed the shirt, Knicks were doing really great. In the beginning of the third quarter, the Knicks were trying to make a run, they were trying to come back. I believe in like 2 to 3 minutes, the Knicks were able to like actually cut the lead up to 10 points for Atlanta. But Atlanta Hawks again, they are just too lethal. They were again pushing hard and hard, and they were just scoring a lot of points on us, and it really, really pissed me off that they were doing it. And I lost a lot of hope. But towards the end of the third quarter, the Knicks just turned it around. It was around the time as well that Derrick Rose kind of got injured, I guess, for a little bit. And I was just screaming to Tom Thibodeau, like, yo, get this man out of here. Please take out Derrick Rose right now. Give him some rest. Bring in Frank. He could do something to Trey Young at least, or, guard Bogdanovich at least. He will do something. Please take out Derrick Rose. I don't want to see him injured or anything. But he kept him in the game, and thankfully, I am not the coach of the New York Knicks. It's Tom Thibodeau, the coach of the year, in my opinion. He kept Derrick Rose in the game, and we made a huge push. And in the end of the third quarter, we got the lead. It was a 1 point lead, but I think it is a lead, and it was just beautiful. I didn't got my expectations up, just so you know, okay? So in the fourth quarter, it was basically Knicks and Atlanta Hawks basically battling it out with each other in the beginning of the fourth quarter and even in the middle of the fourth quarter. But I don't know what happened to Hawks. Thankfully, they were just missing all their shots in the end of the fourth quarter, and the Knicks were taking so much advantage of that. I think the old Knicks would have never even like taken advantage of it. They would have still given the victory to Atlanta Hawks. Somehow, some way they were that bad, but this Knicks team is motivated and we took advantage of it. You can see Todd Gibson dunking on 3 people. He's surrounded by 4 of the Hawks players, but still, this man got it, and everyone got it. And it was just basically like everyone just came along, and everyone was scoring as a team, and it was just so beautiful to watch. And now let's get into the fun stuff. Let's talk about Trae Young. He was dominating in the first quarter, sorry, in the first half, but he didn't do it on the second half. And there was a certain play where Trae Young was actually inbounding the ball, and the entire Madison Square Garden was yelling, F you, Trae Young. And it was such a beautiful sight to watch because I was so upset that, what he did, being a little basket in the first game, and in the second game, bro, the entire Madison Square Garden yelling at Trae Young, F you, Trae. It was just such a beautiful sight to watch. I can't believe it. Yeah, it got really quiet that night, but tonight it got really loud, and it was just a beautiful ending. But now, we just gotta keep our heads up, focus on the other games. We will be on the road, but I think we can possibly get the third game as well. The Knicks can win that game in my eyes. Derrick Rose had a great game, like definitely the MVP type of game for him. In the New York Knicks, he scored 26 points and basically played the entire game, and it was beautiful. Thank you, Derrick Rose. Thank you so much, Derrick, and everyone else contribute a little bit, but as long as we got the victory, that's all that matters. And I think the Knicks are definitely ready for the third game, and we will get that victory. So, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and live forever. Bye guys.